And so they came out and they looked over, Beth looked over, and she
right
saw
over
all
there.
the fire going. Yeah. Well, I called the fire department and
All right, so you called, you couldn't get through.
at first, no.
Would you
So
call 911?
I called 911. Seeing that the whole thing is burned, she asked me how big was the burn going, and I thought it was about 1.5 acres. And so then she said that she was going to get somebody to come and put it out. And she did.
And they showed up how much longer, do you know?
Maybe an hour, but in the meantime, the wind started coming up a little bit. I went over there. Ken was fighting the fire with his shovel. And then my neighbor saw that, and he came out with the shovel too. And so both of them were fighting with the shovel. I got into it too, and my neighbor got into it while we were waiting for the fire department to come.
So 70 and 80-year-olds fighting a fire with shovels and so forth. And part of that fire inspired you to make the rapid response unit.
Yes.
And so if you came out here and you noticed that was on fire or anything around here, you would probably go to that first. Is that?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, so let's just do it. Let's just go through it and hook it up and bring it out to an area and see what it's like.
Okay.
Part of it is based on this UTV, right?
Yep.
Part of the design. You come over here first. Green light. Keep going, keep going. So here is where that fire was, right out in this area.
Now the way this is set up is there's a generator, small Honda generator, that generates electricity that runs the pump. There's 65 gallons of water. There's 100 feet of hose on the back. Keep the hose from unraveling. This is a remote control that starts the pump.
Oh, that just pressurized that.
Turn it off. That's so when you run out of water, you can turn it off if you're way out there. Pine needles, and then when it got to a tree, sometimes it would go up the tree. So this way you can put it out. You know, if it's burning just in these pine needles, you can put it out. This is not a fire hose that's going to fight the trees if the trees are on fire. You just leave. Get the heck out of there.
Oh, pretty far.
Get up there, and pop the trees on fire, and it's going to burn.
Yeah, but that's not what this is designed for. That is essentially replacing this.
Yes.
For most of it.
Yep.
And you still have that. You got two of them right here.
A shovel's a great thing against the fire. So I'll show you something. This right here is not too bad. You can get, in order to put a fire out, you got to get some dirt. So that's not too bad. But you come over here, and sometimes it's hard to find dirt. Stuff. That you don't want to throw that on a fire. And it's rocky.
Yeah.
You hit rocks, you can't find any dirt to throw.
Yeah. That was essentially inspired as another layer of protection for your home against wildfires.
Yep.
You're putting water on this
Probably in 4 minutes.
4 minutes or so.
Yeah, at the most.
Which is,
Good.
it took the fire department in between a half an hour to an hour, probably closer to an hour, to get here. And this is the remote. Gives you that capability of having some control at the nozzle.
To be able to turn the pump on and off. Because pumps don't like to run against the head if you're not actually using the water, and pumps don't like to run dry. And this will run dry.
All right, so let's go fill this thing up.
That hose 1.5 inches, this is 1.25 inches. That's it.
I'm gonna fill it right up. Is it all the way to the top? It is.
All the way up to here.
Oh, that was quick.
This well pumps 45 gallons a minute. So it'd take about 1.5 minutes to fill it if it was empty. Somebody might look at this and say, why didn't you get a gas pump? Well, I had the generator. I've got the generator already. I'm an electrician and I like electrical motors.
You know, most of the time generators are just sitting, right?
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah. They're going to sit someplace anyway, and I thought I'd have it sit on a trailer.
Yeah.
One buckle snap and I can take the generator and use it for whatever I need. I was going to build it to put it in the back of my UTV, but my son-in-law had this trailer. He didn't have any use for it because he bought a pickup truck.
That guy right there.
So,
Making do.
Right
Making do with what you got. So we got a little distracted because our friend Dana came by. He's making a blade sharpener for his sawmill. And it's pretty cool, and he wanted to show us his progress on that and a sharp blade. But I wish I recorded the conversation because he and my father, he lives just about a mile or two away. We're just talking about their fire preps and what they're doing. Dana works on it almost every day. And, you know, this is a type of insurance, right? It's insurance that we normally think of insurance as just buying insurance and getting a policy, and then if something bad happens, collecting. But it's not that easy. For one, if your house burns down, there's memories that can't be covered by insurance, and it's a huge inconvenience. It's like it's like years that your life is thrown up, right? How much is insurance up here?
Insurance for our place up here is over $7,000 a year. It keeps going up about $500 a year.
$500 a year going up.
Over.
And how much money do you think you have tied up in your fire preparations? Your real, not some paper insurance, but real insurance, things that are physical that you can actually do.
Yeah, I probably have about $750.
That's pretty damn cheap insurance. And the paper insurance doesn't keep your house from burning down.
No.
But here you're investing in your own equipment and your own future, which you know, the conversation with Dana just a few minutes ago, it's not really a matter of if. It seems like everybody, it's pretty much it's going to happen again. This place is so dry. Defensible zone? Yeah, that's the term.
100 feet around your house.
Around your house
is your defensible zone. And the firemen look at it and they say, can I get in there and can I stay there during a fire and protect this property? And if they can, they do. If they look at it and think, this is a dangerous place to be when the fire comes, I'm not going to be here. Goodbye.
Right.
And your place burns.
And the fire crews have been here.
Yeah.
You've had fire crews.
Spent the whole night right here in the driveway.
Yeah.
Right here in the driveway.
With us.
Yeah.
Gave us all a chance to sleep when we were taking turns staying up all night.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently they think that this is a defensible.
Yeah, they do. They all say this is a very good spot.
Yeah.
And we have a big meadow out here, and they just say, if a fire comes through here, just go out there and you'll be fine.
I have my system set up for a totally different environment on a totally different side of the country, and the video on that system is right here. Thanks for watching and take care. And thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
All right.